airstrikes over there in Syria do any good?
Probably not much. Considering that we gave them plenty of forewarning that they were going to happen. Gave them plenty of time to scatter their men and material well into the countryside. Unless they were really stupid, which is always a possibility. You know, they didn't concentrate their forces in any one spot. We probably blew up a lot of empty buildings, killed some janitors and shit, you know. One or two unlucky soldiers, but that's about it. I don't think we did too much. That's the problem when you deal with these kinds of irregular forces, that they don't have, you know, the command structures we have. They don't have the giant military bases, the huge concentrations of force. They're just scattered around.
You don't think the death toll was, they were saying it was in the thousands?
Could be. Civilians mostly, I'm sure. The hardline fighters would have known not to be there. Unless they were really stupid. And I don't think they are. And now you got this guy beheading someone the other day here, but he was just a normal dirtbag. 4-time loser.
What? And finally did a little work in here too. Not the greatest, by the way, but...
Watch out for the motorcycle. They just patched this.
No, better than nothing. Better than what it was.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well set for winter for the plows to tear it up.
Yep.
Which I heard they say it's going to be a bad winter.
Say that about every winter. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. We'll see.
We didn't have much of a snow. We had no spring and not much of a summer.
And you got this guy in Pennsylvania running around.
Oh, that's all we saw on the news out there. Oh, we closed it. Oh, the last I heard, he was in the woods, and they're finding traces of like his garbage.
Well, he's leaving shit around for them to find on purpose. He's baiting them. He's trying to draw them into his kill zones. What he's trying to do. He's already killed a man. He's wounded another. He knows he's done. He's going to face the death penalty. He knows this. He knows that anything he does now is absolutely free. He's never going to really have to pay for it. And he wants to kill some more cops. That's what he wants. He's really pissed off, and now we're starting to get some of the details about this shit. I knew there had to be something behind this.
Off the record, the police don't want to take him alive.
No, they don't.
They don't want to.
You know, I thought it was weird that the guy's family weren't making appeals on TV for him to turn himself in, to give himself up. Please, baby, you know, don't hurt my baby, kind of shit.
Yeah.
You don't hear nothing. Now we're hearing that the wounded officer, the wounded trooper, not the dead one, the wounded one, had some kind of an illicit affair going on with his sister-in-law.
Really?
Yes, and the cops are denying it like crazy, but they were forced to admit that yes, in fact, the wounded trooper does know his sister-in-law, lives very close to him, you know, and you know, they're denying like hell that they had anything going on, but I think they did. Fuck's this guy giving us the brights for like that? So we're gonna get more of this story as it goes on. We're going to find out that, you know, there was an affair and maybe some kind of bad blood. I mean, it seems weird that if he wants to strike at the cops, he would pick this out-of-the-way station like that with not many people around, you know, not many targets of opportunity there. He could have picked a donut shop and shot 15 if he wanted to. You know, really, if that was his aim.
He was after cops.
This was a planned assassination. And apparently he was planning it for a couple years. So, you know, he's got bunkers out there, he's got supplies out there, weapons out there, ammo out there.
Is he ex-military, do they know?
No, he's not. He's a reenactor, a fake soldier. He plays that soldier. Portrays some Serbian Cold War era soldier in reenactments and shit.
God.
His father is an army major. His father taught him to shoot and probably taught him other skills as well. He's learned more from the internet. Apparently he's learned a lot of shit because he's doing a pretty good fucking job staying in. In 14 fucking days, he seems to be doing all right out there.
And they know sort of where he's at.
Yeah, he's leaving diapers out there. He's leaving
diapers. Yeah. What's that about?
Well, it's an old sniper's fucking trick. If you want to be able to stay immobile in a sniper's hide for like 24 straight fucking hours, you wear a fucking adult diaper. Shit and piss in the fucking thing. You don't have to leave. You can stay right there until your target happens to walk by and shoot it. That's what he's doing, and he's letting them know. Now they know. You know, he's baiting them. Come on. They see him. They've seen him a couple times. They get a distance. You know, he's deliberately letting himself be seen to draw them in. Yeah, this guy, he wants more scalps. Maybe specific ones he wants. Maybe anybody will do. I don't know. Dead man, the one he killed might have been accidental. Maybe just got in the fucking way, or he was mistaken for the other guy he was trying to hit. So apparently this trooper might have been fucking around with his brother's wife, and maybe he found out. Maybe the family knew about it. Might have been some bad blood going on. You know, a little harassment maybe or something. We don't know. We're gonna find out though.
When do you think we'll get him?
I don't know. This could drag on for a very long time. You know, we'll see more when it gets really cold and shit.
Because I'm watching this over in Pennsylvania where it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Close, not too far. We're about about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where it's actually going on. That's all over the news out there, all over the fucking place. Damn near, it's got its own special channel.
Yeah, it's turned into a circus, of course.
Oh yeah.
Complete with sordid details.
All night and all day and all night.
Yeah.
And of course, the local buzz in the little middle of nowhere where I'm at is like they're all officially saying that the police don't want him alive. They're gonna.
Well, no, he shot 2 cops. Of course, they don't want him alive. But they're afraid to go in and get him, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't. You know, why play his game? You know he's waiting to kill you out there, and he's been planning this a long fucking time. He has a kill zone planned out, probably more than one. He's got the ranges set. He's got everything ready. He's probably even practiced a few shots out there. But you go diddy bopping out there looking for him, you're gonna walk right into it. Then instead of one guy dead, one guy wounded, you're gonna have 4 or 5 guys dead.
It's like Rambo out there.
Exactly like that. That's probably where he got the idea. So I told Mike today.
Out here.
That's right. First they're chasing him until they get deep in the forest. Then he turns the tables on them because they're in his domain. He set up a kill zone for them, and they walk right into it. You know, the dense forest is not the easiest place to track somebody. Because, well, for obvious reasons. There's a billion places to hide. You can walk past someone 2 feet away and not know they're there unless they somehow give themselves away. And this guy's probably got, well, obviously he's got camo, he's got face paints and shit, I'm sure, all of that fucking shit. And you're not going to see that. Even when you're looking right at it, he may even have a ghillie suit.
Walking moss.
Yeah. In fact, I would bet money he has a ghillie suit. He left an AK-47 and some magazines for them to find. He ditched it because he knows it's a useless weapon deep in the forest because it doesn't give him the range he fucking needs. And if he gets close enough where he's going to be engaging the police with that, he's probably going to get popped right away. He needs a heavy rifle, which he retained. And then again, they don't know how many weapons he has. He was known to buy weapons, before at gun stores and probably bought some privately.
And are they hiding in the woods? Are they all over?
Yeah. He probably has weapons stashed everywhere. And just because they know he took a couple from the house doesn't mean he doesn't have 100 out there. And he may have anti-personnel mines and shit too, homemade or whatever, but you don't know. Booby traps of all kinds. He would know all about that shit from his father. Body armor shit and all the crap the police run around with, like they're the fucking Gestapo in towns and cities and normal places, is fucking useless out there in the deep forest. That's not going to help you, especially not against a high caliber rifle. That'll punch through that shit like it wasn't even there.
I wonder if they're going to send in some jungle dude to go find them.
They may try. If the state police out there.
What about dogs?
They won't do that because dogs require a handler. And the handler's got to be fairly close to be able to handle the dog. And trained dogs are very expensive animals, and so are handlers. And he could easily take both out. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Just like Rambo did, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Same thing.
He's out of ammo. How do you know? Because whatever killed that dog wasn't no... and then,
Yeah.
Oh, there you get the light. Wow. See the Big Dipper.
Yeah, well, clear sky, suddenly. And they can't send an ATV or a robot in there because obviously it's rough terrain and no way to control it. It'll drop in a hole somewhere.
What about...
They gotta wait, you know, if they're gonna hold back because they know eventually they're gonna pick them up at a convenience store somewhere or at a friend's house when he gets tired of the fucking cold and comes out. It's only a matter of time. Or when he makes a mistake. So it's just better to wait him out than to go in there and get yourself fucking killed. They're gonna contain him, is what they're gonna try to do. Seal off the neighborhoods, the access roads, keep an eye on the abandoned hotels and other shit like that he might try to shelter in, and just wait him out. All right, Scott.
I should be around next week.
Yep.
I know I will.
Till next week.